Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson, and you are listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries podcast, the daily fantasy podcast about the girl who lives in her father's dreams. She's a girl now, but she's growing up, and she will grow up, and she'll become a teenager, a woman, hopefully an old woman. This story is from birth to death. So this particular episode, this slice of life, requires you to know a little bit about what's been going on. So let me give you a little bit of a background. Joy, the girl, lives in her father's dreams. They live on a pirate ship called Bonny's Revenge. And it's a flying pirate ship. It flies in space. They have adventures every day because this is her father's dream. So he dreams about adventure. He wants to be a swashbuckler for some reason. We'll get into that in the future. But he's only there when he is asleep, but she's there all the time. So he gets there, he appears on the same spot on the deck each and every time, and then he wakes her up if she's not already awake. And then they brush the teeth. She brushes her teeth. She eats. We had a whole thing about that, and then they go on adventure. Usually, like 98% of the time, they go on adventure. But he is asleep 6 to 8 hours, say, on a normal day, but she is awake 16 hours a day. It's a girl, so the rest of the time she spends alone, and it is very rare for him to be there to tuck her in, but sometimes it happens. So sometimes it's about what does she do in the dream when he disappears in the middle of an adventure, or when he's just not there. And what does she do? She has a flying pirate ship at her disposal, and she's young. She has an entire universe to explore, and so on and so on. Or at least the universe that stays there when he's gone. These are all things we've either gotten to or will get to. But today is something slightly different about this. So let's just start and see what this episode is about. Episode 68. Don't go, Dad. Joy's age 4, told by the Red Dragon. Good night, my Joy. Dragon Father was sitting on a small wooden bed in Dragon Little's cramped cabin in Bonny's Revenge. He had tucked her in and was now just sitting with her until she fell asleep. It was rare for him to be there in time for her to fall asleep, but now the adventure had been won before he had woken up, and my little Dragon Little, his little Joy, was tired and wanted to sleep. Good night, Dad. She brought the blanket up to her neck and turned around, closing her eyes. Dad? What, sweetheart? Don't go. Stay here when I sleep. Go? Where am I going to go? This is my home. Just don't go. Be here when I fall asleep. Be here when I sleep. Be here when I wake up. Don't be silly, Joy. I'm always here. Even from my hiding place, my sensitive dragon ears could hear her breathing slow down. She was relaxing and falling into sleep. Then I heard her turn around. Dad? But Dragon Father wasn't there. He had vanished. I heard her sigh and turn around. Dad, I heard her whisper. After a few minutes, she fell asleep. Told by the Red Dragon. Tags, Joy, Justin, going to sleep. So, living on a pirate ship with a father that only appears when he is asleep may lead to trouble. It's not the ordinary childhood we expect a kid to have. And it probably toughens her up. What happens to her when he's not there? What happens to her when he doesn't tuck her in and disappears? We're going to see all those things. But for now, this is a slice of life about the girl who lives in a dream. Be with us tomorrow for the next episode. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. If you want to know more about the Squashbuckler Diaries, check out the website, guyhasson.com, which is GUYHASSON.com. The theme music is called Brash Gentleman and is by Thomas Herudek. I will talk to you again tomorrow in the dream. Ahoo! Okay, sorry about that. Welcome back. Welcome. Oh, my ear is making noises when I talk. That's so strange.